Welcome to this week's Word Nerd Trivia Challenge. Each week we bring you a 25-question quiz in 5 different categories. For each correct answer, give yourself a point. Our categories this week are band names, directorial debuts, 3 characters in search of a show, European capitals, and just desserts. We'll start off with the level 1 questions, and those should be the easiest of the bunch. Ready? All right. Our first category this week is band names. What band is named after the working title of the Beatles song, With a Little Help from My Friends? The answer is Badfinger. The working title of that song was Badfinger Boogie. Yeah, good call on that name. The next category is directorial debuts. What 1941 film noir classic was the directorial debut of John Huston? That's The Maltese Falcon. Our next category is 3 characters in search of a show. Basically, I'll give you 3 characters from a show, you just have to name the show. Nathan Shelby, Roy Kent, Rebecca Welton. Those are characters on Ted Lasso. Our next category is European capitals. What European capital is known as the White City of the North? Oslo, Helsinki, Copenhagen, or Budapest? The answer is Helsinki, Finland, and I know that title sounds kind of problematic. The whole White City thing is because many of the buildings there are constructed of locally produced, light-colored granite. Our final category this week is just desserts. It's about desserts. What kind of icing traditionally goes on carrot cake? The answer is cream cheese. Alright, moving on to level 2. What indie Scottish band is named after a children's book by Cecile Aubry that was made into a 1981 animated series? The answer is Belle and Sebastian. What 1953 docudrama about cross-dressing acceptance was the directorial debut of Ed Wood? That's Glen or Glinda. Troy Barnes, Annie Edison, Britta Perry. Those are characters on Community. What European capital is home to the largest ancient castle in the world? Prague, Rome, Paris, or Vienna? The answer is Prague in the Czech Republic. Prague Castle, which is the official residence of the country's president, occupies an area of almost 750,000 square feet. That is bigger than 5 Buc-ee's. What are the 2 key ingredients of ganache? The answer is melted chocolate and whipping cream. Basic ganache is a straight 1-to-1 ratio, although you can mix it up a little bit if you need to change the consistency. Moving on to level 3. What band is named after Radioactive Man's sidekick on The Simpsons? The answer is Fall Out Boy. What 1971 thriller about a radio DJ being stalked by an obsessed fan was the directorial debut of Clint Eastwood? The answer is Play Misty for Me. Seth Bullock, Al Swearingen, Calamity Jane. Those are characters in Deadwood. What European capital is home to the oldest bookstore in the world? Vienna, Lisbon, Athens, or Rome? The answer is Lisbon. Livraria Bertrand is a Portuguese book retailer operating 59 branches nationwide. Founded in 1732, its original store in the Chiado neighborhood of Lisbon was certified as the oldest bookstore in the world by the Guinness Book of World Records. What popular dessert uses coffee-dipped ladyfingers as its base? The answer is tiramisu. Moving on to level 4. What band is named after a newspaper headline when Frank Sinatra left Vegas for Los Angeles? The answer is Frankie Goes to Hollywood. What 1977 movie featuring a mutant baby, the man on the planet, and the lady in the radiator was David Lynch's directorial debut? The answer is Eraserhead. James Crockett, Martin Castillo, Ricardo Tubbs. Those are all characters from Miami Vice. What European capital is home to the oldest Ferris wheel in the world? Paris, Berlin, Vienna, or Madrid? The answer is Vienna in Austria. Constructed in 1879, the Wiener Riesenrad is the oldest operating Ferris wheel in the world. It's possibly most famous for its part in the 1949 movie The Third Man. What is the most popular cookie brand in the world? The answer is Oreo, which debuted in 1912 and... Oh, alright. Got herself a bonus question. What cookie brand was Oreo a copycat of? The answer is Hydrox. The two cookie brands were developed by two brothers who had competing bakeries, and they went to war with each other. Hydrox actually came out 4 years before Oreo did. Alright, this is level 5. These should be the hard ones. What Italian band's name is derived from the Danish word for moonlight? The answer is Måneskin. What 1991 comedy about a group of yuppies trapped in a bizarre backwoods New Jersey town was the directorial debut of Dan Aykroyd? The answer is Nothing But Trouble. Oh, wow, we have a bonus for this one? Alright. What hip-hop group featuring Tupac Shakur has a brief appearance in Nothing But Trouble? The answer is Digital Underground. Leland Palmer, Dale Cooper, The Log Lady. Those are all characters from Twin Peaks. What European capital is known as the comic book capital of the world? Copenhagen, Budapest, Dublin, or Brussels? The answer is the Belgian capital of Brussels, where you'll find the Comic Book Trail, a path through the inner city which features dozens of buildings with comic strip murals painted on them. Brussels is also the birthplace of some of the world's most famous comic characters, like Tintin and the Smurfs. Oh, we got ourselves a bonus question. Alright. Who was the oldest Smurf? The answer is Grandpa Smurf, but this is a tricky subject. If you look up Papa Smurf on Wikipedia, it says he's the oldest, but on a related listing of Smurfs, Grandpa Smurf is listed as the oldest. So what gives? You have to consider, though, that Grandpa Smurf was Papa Smurf to Papa Smurf back when Papa Smurf himself was just a Smurfling. So if you think about that, it's got to be Grandpa Smurf, right? There's no question. What type of ice cream was first created by the head chef of the Royal Prussian household in 1839? The answer is Neapolitan ice cream. And that's it for this week's quiz. Add up your score and leave them in the comments. Hey, while you're there, how about throwing us a like and maybe subscribing? We'll be back next week with an all-new quiz. Have a good week.